Yo guys, what up? Me, Patrick Levar, back again with my journey of building a $5,000 profitable Blender Octane community on the Skool platform. If you're new here, I share everything building strategies in public. I'll answer some questions from my main channel, One Polygon with me, and then I'll talk about growth strats across YouTube and my Skool community. Why am I doing this? I'm basically doing this because what I want to do is build discipline as far as doing something consistently. Making these videos daily is also an exercise for me to build discipline, and the discipline is going to help out in many other forms of me on my business journey of monetizing a community off of something I love, was working in 3D. So if I can constantly do this, like, even despite I'm getting not a lot of views, who cares? But it's just all about the exercise of doing the reps, putting in the work. It's going to help in the long run. So let's get into it. First of all, here I'm gonna go through. If I can get, there we go. Spend the first 5 minutes here. I'm gonna go ahead and set the timer here, and not 190. We're gonna set the timer for about 5 minutes here, and I'm gonna jump in here and answer some questions. So from my main channel here, we're gonna go over to community questions. Hey Patrick, hang in there. It's normal. You'll get past it. I really enjoy your channel, and there's a raw honesty in your delivery, which is comforting for new users. It's okay to make mistakes. I create content on YouTube too, and it's time consuming, but we just wanted to say your efforts and your commitment is helping others, and it's influential or whatever. Keep on going. Once I get some coin together, I'll join your community. Thanks a lot. Thank you, much appreciated. Again, guys, like, just trying to be completely transparent with, like, I watch a lot of YouTubers, and a lot of them put this fake persona up of, like, everything is hunky-dory, and I just, taking a page from Gary Vee, sharing the journey, sharing the ups and downs, and, like, I'm not afraid to get up in here and tell you guys, yo, this week sucks. I'm struggling to make a video. I'm not motivated. It's just, and it also helps me. It's kind of like my therapist. Like, I get to talk to you guys and just, get that off my chest and then get back to work. So that's another reason why I like doing this here. Oh, Patrick, I feel your pain, man. It sounds like you're having a little bit of burnout coming. The frustration and efforts are eating at your enjoyment. True, very true. That creator, it's real. If anybody who makes content, it is real. Burnout is real with anything. You do something way too much. I used to be heavily into golf, and when I worked at a golf course, I had unlimited golf, and, like, there were times where I just didn't want to play. I was just like, I'm burnt of playing golf. Like, I did it all the time, right? So it definitely. Oh, Silverwing, one of the top Cinema 4D Octane YouTubers on the interweb, guys. Definitely take a look at his channel. This guy is one of the guys who I use to watch his videos to reverse engineer how to get Octane to work for Blender. I've learned so much from him. I totally feel you, Patrick. Maybe it's time to take a solace and knowing that I know, struggling too. I have the feeling it's getting harder and harder to fight the algorithm and to break through, even as a creator. It's very true. While I don't support AI to replace art, because that's what makes art, is the time, effort, and the heart we put into the work. Maybe it's truly ours. Tech people and tech bros seem to not understand that. I am all for using it to take advantage of making your daily life more easy. All the best to you. Like I've always asked the viewers in one word of the viewers in one of my last videos, I have some riches here to conjure some good spirits. Thank you very much. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm coming in here raw with no coffee. Only had my green tea this morning, so I haven't even done my morning walk. Like, yeah, I'm coming in straight dry. So bear with me here. It's a double-edged sword. Some are happy to use AI when it makes their life easier and some things, but that thing could be someone else's livelihood. AI makes someone else else's life easier, not needing us to deliver products, render, or whatever. I'm still going to keep up creating because it's what I love doing, but it's hard not to feel like everyone is pointless these days. Anyways, trying to keep a positive mindset, and how sad is it that I made an effort this time not to use ChatGPT to make my reply come across better. Sad to hear you are struggling to Silverwing. You're struggling too, Silverwing. You've helped many of a lot with Octane glitches, Octane gotchas. Yeah, definitely. I think the last one from the struggling video. Earn my sub with this. Appreciate your hard work. Keep sharing and creating. I was in a foul mode the other day, so I hope my negative comment didn't hit too hard, hit back hard. Okay, thank you very much. Much appreciated. So just alone from the comments, guys, as a content creator, just sharing my feelings on that day literally got more community engagements than anything on my channel or any type of little fake social media post that I post on Instagram, or like just being authentic like resonates with people, because again, we are people resonate with people. So tip for any of you guys who are out there who are on this content journey: be real, be transparent, don't try to be fake, just be yourself, and you'll get more engagement than you would trying to have this persona, right? So that's just a quick example. I'm like, I can't even believe how many comments this video has. I mean, it's probably the most comments on any video that I have, period. Let me take a look here. Let's see, comments, 36 comments. Yeah, that's like the most on any of my videos, seriously. And that was just me being real and like literally hitting record and just, talking about how I felt at that moment. All right. That is the alarm. So what I want to quickly do here next is I want to jump over here and talk about building my building strategies in public for my Blender Octane Skool community. I'm using the Skool platform. For any of you guys who don't know, some of you guys know, what is the Skool platform? The Skool platform is basically like taking Patreon, Discord, Facebook, GitHub, Gumroad, and putting it all into one platform. It's absolutely fantastic. I have a community here. Members pay, like right now the current price is $25. They join my community. I teach them how to use Blender Octane as fast as possible and as painless as possible, because it took me a very long time to learn this, and I want to reduce that time for them and make it as easy as possible for them by giving them, templates and assets and things that I make here, and then just the knowledge of other people who are using this, who are using Blender Octane. There's some people in here who use it professionally, and it's good just to, be able to pick their brain and hear their info and get their insight, and we all learn together a lot more faster. So actually, we just had a new update. We now accept Google Pay and Apple Pay, which was great because I was having a lot of issues with some members who were in countries where they just didn't, having a credit card online was a big deal. So now with the Google Pay and the Apple Pay, like that's pretty much almost around anywhere. You can almost get a Google Pay card or anything like that. It's way easier than trying to somebody having to have a bank account and all that stuff like that. So that's really cool and empowering that we've got that just dropping. What I'm currently working on at the moment here now is trying to basically organize my classroom a little bit better and make it a little bit more easier. I'm constantly trying to advance things. For example, I've just added this Blender Octane starter kit, which is a file that allows members to straight jump into my community, and then this file will allow them to get straight to, like, it has everything set up, ready to go, render settings, and I made a whole bunch of presets for low-end GPU, high-end GPU. Then I even made like preset lighting setups where they can just throw a 3-point lighting setup if they wanted, so it's just basically a good starter kit to help them, again, trying to help them achieve their goal of learning Octane Blender as easy as possible and as fast as possible. Sorry guys. And by making these little assets, I think it just really helps out in the long run. Also, I've got, these preset, school material database, a bunch of things that I made, like a lot of, and actually this is one thing I'm really proud of. We have this material school library asset, which is all members in the community joining in and donating their materials, donating assets to make this Octane School material database, which I feel like is really powerful because it's something that we've all, contributed to, and it's really nice. So we just recently added this video database, which another member of the group had basically gave us this link, and this thing is absolutely fantastic, man. Like, it's a database of all like Octane stuff, just like Octane videos. I can go like, lighting, right? And it's like all these, look, not just my channel, but anything pretty much Octane Blender, it's got it in here, which is extremely powerful and extremely quick, which I love because that's what I was kind of doing with my community first by building a area where we all can, like right here, I had the Blender Octane YouTubers, where I was putting all these YouTubers in this list of who do Blender Octane, and not even Blender Octane, just Octane in general, because we can all learn by reverse engineering. That database right there just really sets everything up, and it really helps us a lot. So super excited about that. Super excited with the Google Pay and the Apple Pay now that is coming in clutch. Again, guys, most of these, actually this video, I think today I'll be posting also on my main channel, because I wanted to announce to them about the Google Pay and the Apple Pay for anybody who was, I did have some members who said they could not join because of just the way their country set up money and accounts. So now you guys do have access and the means if you have access to Google Pay or Apple Pay. So that will be on this channel here, on the main channel. And for those of you guys who do not know about my secondary channel, which I just started now, and this channel is just going to be purely me talking about the business end of building a community using Blender Octane and using the Skool platform. Posted yesterday. Whoo, came in strong with 2 views, baby. 2 views. It's better than 0, right? No, I'm just playing. But like, it's not about the views. If you guys look here, it's not about the views. It's about the discipline and the repetition of posting something every day. It's an exercise, right? So I'm not here for the grammar view, the grammar metrics, which everybody's looking at. No, it's about posting and doing the reps. Right now, again, like most people will see this and they will like, oh, what's the point of making a video? 2 views? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Here I am today posting the next video in line. So let's do some stat tracking. Let's get some stat tracking done here. Again, things that you track are things that you tend to pay attention to. So I like doing these here, again, trying to just also keep track of what's going on, because it really makes me be able to see the difference. Like if I post a group of videos all about lighting on my main channel, and then I can see what might spike, like, oh, all of a sudden we've got a big spike in followers, or oh, I got a big spike of members who joined my community. I can kind of see what's working in real time by tracking things. So you never know. It's good to track so you know, right? So I'm tracking my stat tracker here. Today is 8/13/25. We do not have any new members at the moment here in Skool. Let's come over here and I go to my stat tracker. We got 32 paid members. So we'll go ahead and log that in. 32. No change there. That obviously means we're still making the same. $487 a month reoccurring revenue. So that's right, guys. I'm making $487 each month based on my Blender Octane School community here. My churn rate is 5.41. Churn rate is basically the percentage of people who are leaving or discontinuing their subscription. The average is around, I think Skool platform wise is like the lowest on the internet with 15%, which is actually, the base is around 20 to something like that. So we got really good churn in our community here. And a lot of people, that means a lot of people are joining and a lot of people are staying, which is a good stat. So that is 5.41, 5.41, 5.4. I just rounded off. That stayed the same. It's coming down. And then let's look at our about. Man, this is the number I'm really struggling to try to get more people to my page to see my offer that I'm providing. So this is the number that I'm really interested in tracking and keeping going. And yeah, I'm working on that, and it's just continuously going down, which is kind of a bummer. But I've changed up some things here. Normally I would run them straight to my about page for my community, but now I'm running them to a sales page, trying to use that sell page to funnel people who are really just serious about it, instead of just people who are going, what's this? Okay. I'm like, no, oh, by sending them to the sales page, it's like, oh, what's this? Blender Octane? They read all that. Ooh, this is something that I might be interested. Then they click through. It's basically weeding out. It's giving me higher quality leads through my page. So that's kind of like, I'm starting to see the effects of this working here now. So there's that 81. And the only way I can get more people to my page is also to bring in more, to make more content. Because for me, most of the people who join my community come from YouTube. I've done all kinds of testing to find out, are they coming from Instagram, are they coming from YouTube, and majority of them are coming from YouTube. So that means I need to make more YouTube videos so it gets it out there more. So again, talking about the business end of this, though, this whole content creation bubble, it can be applied to whatever you're into. If you're into something about dogs, or you're into making Houdini videos, this all my journey, I hope, will help you maybe get interested in monetizing your community or starting a community. Links will be down in the description, and if you're watching this on my second page, links will be also in the main feed, because I can't put links in the description until I reach the puberty of my YouTube channel. So other than that, let's quickly do our YouTube stats here. So on my second channel, we are still holding steady at 9 subscribers. Let's quickly check. Yep, no new subscribers, 9 subscribers. Second channel, 9 subscribers. Go ahead and drop that 9. And then on my main channel, today again is 8/13. We are at, let's go back to the main channel. Main channel, we were at 404. It looks like we've got a little bit of increase there. 404. We are at 8,404. Boom! 9. We got 9 increase. That was an increase of 9 right there, guys. That's good. That's good stuff. And let's go to average view duration. The reason why I track these ones here, because if they don't watch, these are the 2 most important metrics according to Mr. Beast, and I'm going to listen to him because he's like the top. So the click-through rate is, are they clicking on the thumbnail? If they're not clicking on the thumbnail, then the average view duration won't change because they're not watching the video. If you get the click-through rate up, that means they start watching the video, and then hopefully if they start watching it, you want to keep them watching as long as possible. So these are pretty much the most important stats to also be tracking. So my click-through rate at the moment is at 3.4, which stays the same. That has, it's actually gone down a little bit. 3.4. That means I need to work on trying to optimize thumbnails and titles. And the last one is average view duration is 1.54. So average view duration, convert to table. What does that mean? I don't know. Average 1.54. That stays the same. What does that mean, guys? Convert to table. I don't know what I just did. I hope I didn't break it. But anyways, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Peace.